that water bottle out of there.
Yes, sir. Are you ready? You ready to go?
I'm fucking ready, dude. Let's do it. Woo!
All right, guys. Welcome to the next episode of The Wind Down. We got LyonDirk. Welcome. Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate you taking the time to come on through.
Hey, no problem, man. I'm actually super excited to be here with you. I actually feel like it's only right that my first interview was done with you, man. Definitely excited that the one and only Blasphemy gets to do this first interview with your boy.
First and foremost, you know the drill. You've watched the videos. Did you bring your favorite drink?
Of course, I always have a stacked can of G Fuel. As you guys can see, I have a ton of G Fuel right here, but my favorite, my one and only favorite, is the good old Nemesis tea. I absolutely love this. If you guys have ever tried Nestle tea before, it tastes exactly like it.
In 10 seconds, can you tell me what you do?
All right, so in 10 seconds. All right, let's break it down. Me, I'm a good time streamer. I don't care much for the video game part of it. I love playing video games, but I'm more entertaining than a gamer, I would say. That's probably the best way I can describe myself, is more entertaining than gaming.
When did you start your content creation journey?
I started my content creation journey. Actually, the first video I ever posted was on January 1st, 2019. But before I did that, I actually studied other streamers, gamers, all that for about 6 months, just to really know what I was getting into and get a feel of all the Twitch thing and YouTube and all that kind of stuff. So I did my research, a lot of it. That was probably what helped me out a lot with doing this whole thing. Literally would just watch video games. I never played. I only watched people on stream, YouTube, everything like that. So that's really, I think, what helped me out in the most.
It's quite funny. For context, I don't talk about it often. When I started to pursue content creation at the start of quarantine, I started a team. So before doing anything with content creation, which was stupid, don't get me wrong, but I had a team called Atomic. We had a few members roll in and out, and Dirk was the only guy that I talked to that has been in the team that I genuinely connect with to a personal level. Dirk is the only guy that I have in the content world that I can genuinely sit down and talk about life and trust with the most valuable of information, which goes a long way. This is why I wanted to interview you. You've definitely, worked to get to this point.
I just think it's funny, actually, is the way that we met each other was through a Grinders chat on Twitter. It's funny is because he was like, Blasphemy was the only person I met on there that I actually, in that chat, that Grinders chat that everyone just posted their clips in and everything like that, he was the only one that actually like seemed genuine and didn't care for the clout of all those little like dumb chats that people would call Grinders chats, but they just post their little clips in and hope that people go and like it and retweet it and stuff like that. So we just started talking in the DMs and actually made a connection. I joined his team Atomic, and I didn't really connect with anyone from that team except for Blasphemy. I'm super glad that I did. This is like months ago now, actually. It's pretty crazy how long it's been, bro. It's probably like 10 months. I mean, it's just awesome that I got to know you just from Twitter. I mean, we live across the pond from each other, you know what I mean? So we've been on what, 3 teams now together?
What is your go-to streaming game?
My go-to streaming game is definitely Call of Duty Warzone. I love to play Minecraft, though. I think that Minecraft's a great way to connect with people. Just kind of just vibe out with my chat and all that kind of. They all love to watch me play Minecraft more than probably Warzone, just because I do get so into it that I get like frustrated with it. But who doesn't get frustrated when they play Warzone with the campers and everything like that?
Is there any games you primarily play off stream and don't touch while you're live?
I mean, when I first started playing, or when I first started streaming, rather, like really streaming, my son was born, I really started taking streaming serious. I'd say the one game that I played offline a lot was Madden. And I don't know why I didn't play that offline, or why I didn't play it online. Because once I started playing it online, everybody actually seemed to love watching me play it. I just felt like people wouldn't want to watch Madden. I don't know what it was, but I played that game all the time off stream. That I don't know, once I started streaming it, people loved it. And now I don't have an Xbox anymore. I have a dual PC setup, so I never play Madden anymore. I miss that game, actually.
When you disconnect from socials and you're off streaming, you're off content creation, what do you do to wind down yourself?
The best thing that I do to wind down after a good stream or before a good stream is I just hang out with my wife and kid, man. I actually I'm 24 years old and I have a 10-month-old son. Some people would say it's too early, but I'm actually glad at the time that I had him, just because when he's 10 years old and I'm 34, me and him will actually be able to go outside and have fun and enjoy. And that is literally my main motivation to become a full-time streamer, because if I'm a full-time streamer, I can be at home, be around him as much as I possibly can. If I had one thing that motivates me to be a streamer more than anything in the world, is actually him. I think that the main thing that I love to do outside of streaming is hang out with my wife and kids. So once I get offline, usually he's sleeping because I stream at nighttime, but I go peek in his room and see him, watch him sleep, and he's the funniest guy when he's asleep. He's just like mouth all open and everything like that. I gotta say, I've never felt any kind of love like that for anybody before. So
What was the proudest thing that you've achieved while building the LyonDirk brand?
proudest thing I've achieved, I would say, is definitely the community that I've built. I'd say I've really been taking streaming seriously for almost a year now. The one thing that I've built is like a true family in my community. It's like everybody comes on, they can talk amongst each other, play games together, have a good time. Like they actually become like real friends. Like me and Blast over the internet become true friends. Like actually friends, not fake friends that you meet on the internet and it's like you guys never really talk. They talk every day. They talk in my stream, they talk in Discord, they talk on Twitter. They all have become such a close family unit. That's probably the biggest thing to me on my community, is like I really want to build a family. I love the community that I've built. That's my most impressive thing that I think I've come across yet on streaming.
Is there a title that stood out to you from growing up, from your childhood when you first found out about Call of Duty, or something more recent? What is your top title
For Call of Duty?
Yes, sir.
Top title ever, and I know a lot of people are gonna hate on me for this actually, but is Call of Duty 4 Remastered. I thought that game was so much fun. I loved that game so much. I was actually 86th in the world on the leaderboard for that one game. That's how much I played it. I'm not talking like kills, none of that. I'm talking about score. Like I was playing that game every single day. It came out right after I had got out of high school. So it was in between high school and college for me. And it was like one of the only things I did was played Call of Duty 4 Remastered. And the only reason I think that I loved it so much, I played a lot of older Call of Duties. Like the first Call of Duty I ever played was Call of Duty 2. So I didn't fully grasp the concept of Call of Duty. I kind of just ran around with my controller and did dumb stuff. But Call of Duty 4 was the first game I ever played multiplayer on. Ever, like out of any game. It was my mom had just bought me Xbox Live, whatever, and I finally got to play online, and Call of Duty 4 was like my first love game, because I mean it was the first game I got to play online. So when Call of Duty 4 Remastered came out and I was kind of an adult, like 18 years old, I had a lot of fun playing that all the time. It was the only game I played. I left everything else behind and focused solely on that game.
Is there a type of content that you haven't done yet that you'd love to delve into?
One type of content I really want to do that I haven't got to do much, I've only ever made one video on it, is do Call of Duty League news, or Call of Duty news in general. I know a lot of people do it, and that's why I haven't really dove into it too hard yet. Not the most recent Call of Duty League, but last year's Call of Duty League, I really did a ton of research on it, and I made one YouTube video on it, but I did like probably 8 pages of notes before I made that video and actually like dove in and did the bunch of research on it. I feel like at the time when I did it, is my YouTube just wasn't really big enough yet, I would say, or like didn't really have a following. I don't want to say big enough because I don't have a crazy amount of subscribers. When I did that, I was solely playing Fortnite, so everybody that did follow the YouTube channel was like, what the heck is this? I don't want to watch Call of Duty. I'm here for Fortnite only. And I mean, that's probably why I didn't continue doing it, but I would love to continue doing Call of Duty news.
You have access to every gaming brand. Who do you pick?
Come on, son. You know, my only answer is G Fuel. Honestly, I'm gonna be straight up. I used to hate on their thing just because I read the formula of it, and it has a very similar chemical build or chemical compound, whatever you want to call it, to pre-workout. When I used to drink pre-workout all the time before football practice or working out or anything like that, I used to be like salivating at the mouth. Like I would literally be like in the gym, like ready, like go, and I did not want to be like that while I was playing video games. So I bought a starter kit of G Fuel, and I got the MFAM one. Actually, I got the Nick Merckx version of it, and it gave me Nemesis Tea, Phase Berry, and a couple other flavors I'm not sure off the top of my head, but I tried the Nemesis Tea. absolutely first taste, I was in love with it just because it tastes so much like Nestle tea, and I love Nestle iced tea. Phase berry is also one of my favorite as well. I think it just makes you like more focused while you're playing video games. I don't think it's like pre-workout where you have insane amount of energy where you're like sitting at your computer just like salivating ready to be cracked on Warzone, as a lot of people probably think that it's going to give you. That it's just going to give you like more focus while you're playing the video games, and that is definitely one thing that I enjoy in their products. If there's one brand that not even just gaming brands, if there was one brand that I would want to connect with, it would be G Fuel, and that's definitely one thing that I'm working towards.
G Fuel came up to you. You have a partnership, 30% off, code Dirk. They ask you to make a flavor. What's the flavor?
Oh man, I've actually already thought about this. It's so funny that you asked me that. I don't want to steal like Nemesis tea, but me, I've always, since I was a little kid, love iced tea. Like, I don't really like soda. I don't really like juice. I've always been like a iced tea kind of guy. So I would really want to work in like, I don't know what, me and my chat have talked about this a bunch because they've asked me the same question before. I have no idea what I would call it at all. Like, zero idea. Like, I've come up with some weird names, but I wouldn't want to use those. It would definitely have to be some kind of like iced tea flavor though, and I would love to have my own G Fuel flavor, and hopefully that will come in the future.
G Fuel, if you're seeing this, hey, look, we're ready. We love your shit, or we're ready to do it. Blastberry.
I like that.
Like, come
That's
on.
pretty
You can see that shit like fucking the pink strips with the black, and it says Blastberry with some like berries.
Yeah, that'd be heat. I like that a lot, actually.
You're a cat. You wake up somehow. You're a cat. What'll be the first thing you do?
First thing I would do as a cat, man, I actually own a cat. My cat is actually right over there sleeping right now, and man, I'd honestly probably just munch on some food and lay around for the whole day and sleep like a cat. He looks so cozy all the time, man. He's literally on the bed right now, like 10 feet away from me, just sitting on there, like snuggled up on the bed. He always looks so cozy. I would love to be able to sleep like a cat. He sleeps in the most awkward positions, but the man looks like he's in heaven.
But no, Dirk, it's been a great one. Thank you so much for stopping on by. I do. The second I asked you, and the second you said yes, this is gonna be a vibe, and I really appreciate you coming on by.
Man. I had a great time. I was, like I said, I'm so glad that you were the first person that ever got an interview on me, man. I just feel like it's right. You know what I mean? Like, I would consider us like really good friends. I'm just glad to be here, man. Shout out to G Fuel one more time.
Shout out G Fuel. Hey, I'm talking to you. Help, please.
We're ready.
We're ready.